But the thing is, here's something I brought up a bunch of times. You didn't have heard it. Have you ever met anybody for the first time you had to laugh, but you know you shouldn't because it's embarrassing? Well, I meet this guy, and I'm shaking hands with him, so I heard a lot about you, and glad to meet you, and this, that, and the other. Well, he's got nervous habits. He says, yeah, well, I'm glad I hear you. And I'm looking him in the face, and I got to break up. You know, what are you going to do? It's easy to cry, right? So I'm going, I use press muscles on my stomach to keep from going, I didn't want to laugh. And I'm turning around, and we start shaking hands, and, you know, and I'm looking at the draperies or having sex, just to get my mind off of it. I finally get back, he says, yeah, right, I hear you, and I had to get back again. It's strain on the stomach, man. We got to laugh.
Well, how did you get to be so good at double talk?
I never thought that I was good at it.
It just came out natural with him.
Did you do that as a child?
He's been doing that since I met him.
I think the day I was born I was doing it.
He was doing it since that's right. And
wow, look at that. Who wants pizza?
Merv.
Look at that.
Have a plate.
Hey, Merv, as long as you're paying for it, you can have a piece of it.
he's always putting Merv on. Merv can't hear a word he said. And he's putting him on all the time.
I had a conversation with him, and I'm giving him some double talk, and he keeps puts his ear to my head, and I said, don't you remember the last time I gave you on the front side, you get on the 4 degrees? He says, you get this one off in 20 minutes.
Breaking me out. He was breaking me out.
Do you want some pizza?
No, I don't want that.
No?
I've eaten. Thank you.
I worked at the Hebrew home, and the guy was the head. You heard the same. The guy was Italian, and the fellow that worked downstairs was Spanish, and he was in charge of the washing machines and so forth. So anyway, I go up to this Italian guy. Like I say, he liked to talk Spanish to this guy. So I give him some double talk in Spanish. I can't talk Spanish, but I says, y cuéntanos el eminentes hieros eligieron verdaderos. Something like that. He says, I got that quench part, but what's the other part? How about that? He didn't.
So how did you come up with double talk? I mean, was that just like I
don't know. Crap around, so.
Just to keep it moving.
He was in Three Stooges, you know.
Yeah.
Were you in the Three Stooges?
No, my brother.
Your brother was in it, I think.
Mousy. A different set. He worked with the guy that started the Stooges, Ted Healy, and he's worked with Mo, and he like I mentioned many times, he loved Larry. I understand Larry was a very nice person. But did you know him well? Larry. Yeah.
He was from Philly. He was a musician.
I know.
And he belonged to the Union. I never knew him. I saw him. I used to see him.
You used to see Larry Fine in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I understand.
He was from Philly, yeah.
And I understand. Everybody talked about Larry, and including he's one of my brother's best friends. I understand everybody that's talked about Larry has very nice things to tell about him. He was a very nice person.
Your brother was good friends with Larry?
Larry, yeah.
Mm-hmm. How about Mo and Curly? Or Shemp?
Well, he's did a little bit of work with Mo, and Shemp also. My brother loved Shemp too. Thought Shemp was a down-home guy too. Didn't put on any airs or anything. Mo was the only one that came out rich. He invested in California and made some good investments. Larry died broke, and I think Shemp was broke, and they had to go to one of these places for old folks. You know, when you get old.
Well, I know Larry was in, like, I guess the home out there, the motion picture home, I say.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because a friend of mine corresponded with him.
Mm-hmm.
So, he said Larry hated Nixon.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't like, he was real, had a lot of, that's what he remembered from the correspondence.
So I'll tell you a story that I told that when they got the when these Stooges got together, you know, one of them would die, and then they'd bring in another one. In fact, Shemp came in there for a while too. He didn't work with them at first because he was doing better than they were, and he was in pictures. He was
Doing on his own, yeah.
Anyway, he went through. So the kind of guy that when the last guy came in as one of the Stooges, Mo was a businessman, and he says, let's give him 15%. We'll split the 85%, something, one of them kind of things. They were going to split 85% between he and Mo and who was the other one of the other originals. But anyway, Larry says, why don't you give him a third? He's working like we are and all like that. Give him a third. So he got him to give him a third instead of 15% or whatever. So that's the kind of guy Larry was.
Who was that, Larry?
Yeah. I understand he was very honorable and terrific person.
The Stooges, yeah, but like, but they were. Well, how did? But you're from D.C., so you stayed here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stayed here in jail. Yeah.
Where was your business?
You know where the monkeys are? Monkey business. No, I had place. One was on. Well, I was down in Georgetown for maybe a year or so. Then I was on Q Street. I used to call it Queer Street Junk Shop, and that was a good little shop, small place, but centrally located, and I used to buy a lot of.
You were. It was recycling. You did.
Well, they call it recycling. It was scrap business. You know.
Q and what?
Different.
Q and what street?
Between 11th and 12th. Well, it's torn down now.
Who was it?
Well, I usually will start a conversation, not say anything, but this guy would start talking, and he starts stuttering, and he would go like, I went downtown the other day, and so it took him like 14 minutes to get out 11 words. But anyway, there was another guy also I told you about that used to cluck. He'd say, you know, I met so-and-so downtown at 14th and F, and we were going to go. He had to do that down and buy some shirts at half price. So we went down and bought several shirts. Yeah, he had to cluck his way through a conversation, like I say.
This is for real.
Hey,
Yeah.
You know, talk like that. You remember Danny Shade?
Danny Shade, yeah.
Danny Shade used to talk like that.
Yeah.
I just met him. I said, "What do you do?" He said, "I work for the water department."
Yeah.